Thanks for sticking around. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me because I'm actually at the piano and I would love to answer any questions if you guys have any. Let's see what you guys are writing. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Let's see if there's any questions. So yeah, that was spontaneous worship. That's my favorite. I honestly, I kind of don't really like to sing songs anymore. I just kind of like to sing what's on my heart. So one thing that I want to mention is that yes. So Marcos, go ahead and ask your question because I'm at the piano and I could totally answer questions that you guys have. One thing that I want to mention is everything that you saw me do here, I recorded all of these little things and I put it into the piano ministry course. So all of these techniques of making the piano, like adding melodies into any kind of song, I have it all recorded in the piano ministry course if you guys are looking for that, for these specific skills, how to do spontaneous worship. So I teach all of that in the piano ministry course. So do you know anything on playing slow gospel chords? Honestly, I don't know. Probably not. I'm more of like the worship style of playing. I'm not super good at gospel. I'm learning, but I don't know how to set up a sound like that. Oh, okay. I can actually show you how I set up this sound. I can't play two hands really good. How do you work on that? So Marcus, I actually have a lesson on how to make your hands work together. I'm gonna put this camera somewhere. Ugh, it's so hard to hold it. But I have a lesson on how to make your hands work together. And the way you do that, I have specific exercises for you to do, but pretty much it involves taking your two hands and wherever you are, tap with them. So that's my little suggestion is it, and like, let's say with your right hand, with your left hand tap once and with your right hand tap 4 times. So like 10, 2, 3, 4, 1. And practicing that rhythm with your hands, whether you're driving or you're just sitting down, will get your brain to kind of get used to your hands doing different things, because essentially your hands are doing different things when you're playing. So you have to train your brain. It's an actual very hard thing for your brain to do. So I want to be able to flow that way. Andrea, I don't know if you checked out the piano ministry course, and I put out like all my 9+ years of experience into that, where I teach how to flow like that, which it's really important. I think the main thing is just being calm and not trying to play all these complicated things, and just keeping it simple really helps with the flow, you know? Yes, you can suggest a song if you want to. I'm on my way to choir rehearsal tonight. Oh, that's awesome, Christopher. That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that. Choir, do you have to play sheet music for the choir, by the way? Let me know. Thank you so much for your advice. Yeah, Marcos, I hope that kind of helped you. I know it's really hard to explain because I'm holding the camera with my other hand, but essentially it's a lot of brain work, and check out the lesson on that because I actually give you like a PDF handout and practice things to do to train your brain. Can you tell your heart to beat again? I'll add that to the request list. Speechless by Aladdin. Okay, Josu, you agree with that song. Nice. So that counts as 2 votes. So my song requests, they go up the list every time someone else requests it. So I'm going to count that as 2 votes right away. So how do you sing and play piano at the same time, Amy? You know, honestly, if you're struggling to sing and play at the same time, what I would suggest to you is just play 2 chords. So let's say C and G. I could flip it over. So let's say you're playing C and G, and just sing one word, like Jesus, oh Jesus. So the more you can play simpler and just add one word and just sing it over again, that will really help you to, by Marcus, that will really help you to learn to sing and play. Because again, singing and playing is a lot of brain training, because you're training your brain to play different things with two hands and sing and use your vocal cords at the same time. So it could be difficult at the beginning, but definitely I would say start with two chords and just one word and sing it over and over again. And then try adding on a sentence, after you're kind of good at one word. So how can you encourage our youth to play? Honestly, I've been a part of many ministries where I had to encourage people to play and kind of ask them to play constantly. And what I found is that unless the person has the desire, it's kind of pointless to make them to play, if that makes sense. I would just really pray for them and encourage them to spend time alone with God. Because honestly, you can tell a person, like people could have been telling me for a long time, like, hey, you need to play piano. And I would just be like, yeah. But until God told me that he wants me here, I wasn't convinced. Do you know what I mean? So I think if you're working with young people and youth, it's so important to just lead them to the Father, lead them to spending time with him, to spend time with him, to read the word and ask God what he wants them to do. And if God tells them, hey, I want you to play piano, they're going to be running. Okay, you're not even going to have to encourage them. You're going to have to actually stop them, not stop them, but be like, oh, wait a minute. Wow, you're really wanting to. So that's what you want is young people to actually desire it and for God to lead them into it when they're spending alone time with God. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Because I was youth pastor with my husband for about like 5 or 4 years. And yeah, working with youth can be very interesting because, you try to encourage them to be involved, and it's great. But I think it's even greater if God tells them or the Holy Spirit leads them into it because they themselves will want it. Okay, let's see. Bye. Can you play Reckless Love? It's a worship song. Sure, I can play Reckless Love, but maybe next time. I think when I go live next time, I'll definitely play Reckless Love. Love your videos. Thank you so much, Abby. How do you play by ear? It's so hard for me. I go by sheet music. Okay. Yeah, so sheet music, honestly, I can play sheet music, but I'm so happy to have gotten out of the sheet music sphere because I was very limited by it. I wasn't able to like play any song I wanted. I had to like only stick to the notes. And the number one thing that I would suggest on playing by ear is to start with like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and just kind of try it out. So for example, like if I do, okay, that doesn't sound like Twinkle Twinkle. How about this? Wow, that sounds like Twinkle Twinkle. Wow, that kind of goes. That doesn't sound good. So just play around with it. Start with really easy songs, and then your mind, because you're training your mind to pick up the music. So it's not that simple. You have to start with little baby songs and then build your way. That's how I did it. I also have a lesson on how to play by ear. Reckless Love is your favorite. Yes, me too. I'm trying to learn by ear, but reading music, I honestly can't. Okay, did you say you can't read music or you can read music? I use your tutorials a lot when I practice for our set list at church. I would love for you to do the song Chain Breaker. Okay, Benita, I will put that on my request list. Amen. Yes, I agree. Thanks a million. I'm on my keyboard right now. Oh, that's awesome, Christopher. Christopher, you should go live on your YouTube channel if you have one. Emily, I'm having a hard time staying on beat with piano. Any advice? Yes. So Emily, I actually know a lot of people in my life. Okay, not a lot, but I had 2 people in particular in my worship group, in my experience, who were not good with rhythm. And it was so hard for them to like, one was a singer, so it was really hard for her to step in the song, and she would always step in at the wrong time. And then the other one was an electric guitar player. And rhythm comes naturally to some people, and to some people you really have to train your brain with rhythm. And I actually have a lesson on how to play by rhythm that might help you. It's on my website. What I would suggest, the number one thing is to count. Do you count? As annoying as it is, it's really good to count. um I still count on like Reckless Love, because Reckless Love is like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Sometimes it's hard for me to stand beat in Reckless Love. So definitely count, but also on your free time, just exercise. Okay, yeah, you count. Exercise with your hands, the rhythm. So like 1 2, like even when you're just driving, like beat with your hands. You know what I mean? Random times, and it really gets you to like learn it. And honestly, a lot of it is just about practice. You know, it's definitely a challenging thing to be challenged at, but I think with lots of practice, you'll definitely get out of it. You know, like the guy that I know who played electric guitar, he got so much better at rhythm, like so much better after working on it. You know, so definitely don't give up hope. Um, I'm 12, 15 now, and I have been playing as a pianist in my church for about 4 years. That's long. How long my new pastor's been there? Wow, that is so amazing, German. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's a beautiful testimony of how she had a dream. That's amazing. I think for those of you who had that kind of encounter for your calling, you want to play because you know that it's from God. Yes, I am Russian. Kawaii. I am. I actually speak Russian too. um, yeah, I actually started doing some Russian songs at the beginning, and then I just switched to all English. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I think my kids woke up from their nap. I'm in my studio, so I can't really hear them. Oh, that's awesome. Привет. Я тоже говорю по-русски. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. Let me know if you like this like spontaneous worship little session. I really wanted to just kind of show you how I like to mash songs up. I did a ton of like songs together. So if you weren't able to tune in for the spontaneous worship, go ahead and rewatch it. It's gonna be live on YouTube in about like 15 minutes. So also gonna link, I'm giving away a free piano prayer guide, and I'm gonna link that to this video so that you guys can check out the piano ministry course if you just want to like flow on the piano and know how to do spontaneous worship and know what to play during prayers. I'm gonna link that up. So yes, bye Emily. Thank you guys so much. Bye.